In the public, they all think that hospitals are the big looters, especially the corporate hospitals, which I think you people understand better because you are in the HR. We always compare. You take about 7 years back, the minimum wage is around 3,000 rupees. Today it is 8,000 rupees. But when we charge 300 rupees on the bill on the doctor's fees, or the dollar increase, the power bill increase, and the infrastructure cost increases, so much we need to put. The only source of income for a hospital is the patient. Top to chairman to the ward boy, all his luxuries, whatever it is the patient source. There is no other way. So the only answer is you need to put it into the insurance is the best. The second important thing is what we need apart from prevention of many of our diseases. Anybody who wants to come for a preventive check, KIMS is there. We will give very, very liberal packages for all of you. Our marketing people, if you approach, it costs 5,000 rupees. We will do it for 2,000 rupees and all. That you can take it up. The second important thing, lot of diseases will come by ignorance, in the sense, some of the people will go with cough, they go to improper diagnosis. Even though we have 110 crore population, we have 200 crore doctors. Every person is a doctor. In the family, if the four are there, 4 are doctors. They give a free advice. That's where more and more complicated diseases you people are getting, all of us. You say that we have a pain, you take Overon, freely available in the market, then we'll go and take. They don't realize that it is going to spoil the kidney. It's a nephrotoxic. And we don't know why this pain has come. So now anytime any pain comes, then they go and take. If you take 100 tablets, it is a nephrotoxic, then they land up with acute renal failure, then they will tell all the story. Why they are going that? Because you have to pay 200 rupees for a proper doctor. Why I took this tablet, within 5 minutes the pain has been subsided, so he will go and take any painkiller wherever the pain is there. First we need to find out why any symptom that is coming, whether it is cough, whether it is pain, or whether it is a stomachache, or whether it is a urinary infection, or whatever it may be. Unless you spend more money on diagnosis, the etiology of the disease, rather than taking a symptomatic treatment. There are many people who takes, when there is a chest pain, somebody says you take Gelsil, it will subside, they will take temporarily, that will go off. But they land up with a heart attack in the next day. Then he has to pay a lot of money. Then they go into primary angioplasties, 2 lakhs, sometimes they go into cardiogenic shock, so many things. So, in conclusion, I think I don't want to take much of your time. One is, prevention is better than cure. Second thing is, you want to comfortably to walk in any type of hospital, you need to have a good insurance, which is not very, very expensive. And that is a must. You being in the HR, you are the backbone of the organization and as well as the backbone of your entire employees. You should suggest, you should be able to give a very good, it's hardly even 5% of their salary, if you put it aside, they will be very comfortable. Otherwise, you will have, not only today, in future, it is going to be more and more expensive. The way the technology is developing to identify the diseases are also coming out with new versions and new diseases. When we were in MBBS, we never seen all these diseases like swine flu, Ebola, this, that, and all those things. They are also fighting. After all, small virus will kill all of us. So like that, the diseases are also coming, and then the technology is coming, then they keep changing the technology. So it is very, very expensive. So one is, prevention is better than, you need to take some of the steps. And one important thing, there are 3-4, lot of diseases are coming now. Not less than 50-60 diseases will come by 2. One is, we are not exposing to the sun. which causes the vitamin D deficiency. You go around so many people, lot of painkillers you take. Ultimately, if you go to a correct doctor, he will identify and then you give the vitamin D. Previously, we have everything working hard. Even today, the village people are more healthier than us. The reason is every day they walk, every day they go to sun exposure, and they spend a lot of time with their family, lot of quality time they spend with their family. That means the quality of time when we spend our family, the neighbor bought a BMW yesterday, you are also going every day office, what are you getting to me? Or that his son has joined in medicine by paying 1 crore rupees. Our son is like that. That is not the quality of life. So you need to spend good quality of life. That's why they are very healthy. They get all fresh food. We eat every day, 3 times we heat up. All these minerals and everything will go. And nowadays, there is no exercise for us at all. Even if you want to switch on radio or TV, your remote control is there. Even for the ladies, even to switch on the stove, there is a, even previously used to put the matchstick. So everything is available. Now moving around everywhere is going to be a big problem. So at least once in a day, 4 days in a week, you need to get exposed half an hour between 11 and 4. That is the time where your vitamin D will be generated. And apart from that, the vitamin B12 and B1 and B6. These are the 3 important vitamins creates, including cancer, nearly 40 diseases we get. If you check all of you, I don't think you have 4 or 5 people will have a normal vitamin D or B12 levels. When I have this thing, I checked in all our doctors. Out of 100 doctors, only 5 people got vitamin D within normal limits. Rest of the people are about 5-10 range, including me. Then I took 1 injection. So this is at the age of 40-50, it's okay. We can get on. The moment when I cross 50, these are the things will come out. So prevention, so one is important is sun exposure. 3 or 4 days, you need to walk at least 2 to 3 kilometers in a week.